did see a lot of cloud cover today, and I think that would have easily sent us into the 80s had we had more sunshine. But 79 is where we topped out, and that's right at average. And our mornings were actually on the cooler side. We did have some 40s north of the lake. 57 was the low at Kenner, but 47 Bogalusa, 48 degrees at Slidell. Even down at Belle Chase dropped down to 49. This morning was the last, at least for the next several days, of our cool mornings as the humidity has come back. Right now outside again, relatively cloudy. We've had kind of this mid-level cloud deck over us all day today. 77 degrees our current temperature. We've been breezy, southeasterly winds at 17 miles an hour at the moment. All of us in the 70s right now, and this evening and overnight tonight will be a bit milder. Humidity is up. Yesterday dew points had been during the day in the 30s and 40s, and we started to see those increasing, and now today in the 60s. Not uncomfortably so, but you definitely feel the difference compared to where we were yesterday, and a southeasterly wind helping to bring in that Gulf moisture. And in fact, the winds will remain out of the southeast and persistent for the next several days, which is why there could be a threat of some coastal flooding. This is going to be fairly minor in all of the low-lying areas. Anyone outside of the levee system could expect to see water coming up, especially at high tide, which for most locations is during the afternoon and evening. Now, this will be in effect until tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock. But if that persistent wind it continues, which I'm expecting it to through the weekend, we could see that coastal flood advisory extended even longer. The muggies have begun their return and will continue to do so through the next couple of days. We're back to the 80s tomorrow and through the weekend. And the best rain chance coming up for the next several days with so many outdoor events going on is really not until Monday as a cold front moves into the area. Here's what's happening right now. A little upper disturbance is kind of barreling across Texas. We've had some storms developing up to our north. And in fact, those storms did have a little bit of light rain down across southwest, south central Louisiana earlier today. Never really did make it into our area, but that little disturbance is going to be moving away from us. Over the next several days, we're going to see this upper ridge start building in. That will be a warming trend for us into the weekend. It also keeps us mostly dry, which is why we're really not going to see any rainfall until Monday as another upper trough out to our west begins to move our way and push through another cold front. And the good news is right now, while it looks like the front will help to drop our temperatures and humidity a bit, no severe weather expected with it. In fact, we're probably going to see very few showers with that front. Right now, the most active weather from that disturbance we saw in North Texas is to our north. A few showers have developed a little bit more south into central Louisiana, but doesn't look like we're going to get anything from that. So we remain mostly dry. That persistent southeasterly wind keeps the Gulf moisture in place with that building high. However, we're going to see a lot of sunshine and very warm temperatures. So for everything outdoors, French Quarter Fest, Zurich Classic, and anything else outdoors, drink water and sunscreen, because we're going to see a lot more sunshine. And again, with the water, it's going to have that high humidity factor as well. So there will be a slight bit of a heat index. So just use precaution. We're not quite into the 90s just yet, but even 80s prolonged with the high humidity can start to take its toll on your body. Partly to mostly cloudy skies overnight tonight, much milder, more humid. Again, we're not going to be getting into the 40s, 50s, 60s by early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy, so we will see more sunshine, easily getting into the 80s and more humid. 7-day forecast. I know I'd like it a little cooler. I'd like it a little bit less humid, but at least the rain is staying away through the weekend. And then as we get into Sunday, maybe a stray little sprinkle as the upper high starts to weaken and an upper trough sends in a chance for some showers, maybe a few thunderstorms later on Monday, early Tuesday with a cold front, which will bring back down the less humid air by next Tuesday and Wednesday.
Chris, we have some